Hi, hello, good morning, afternoon, evening. I'm Kenya. I am a 23-year-old artist, so to speak. And I'm here to talk about art while drawing art. Today I'm going to be drawing some more eyes because that's like my favorite go-to when I need to just like mindlessly doodle. Um, Today's topic is something a bit on the simpler side. I feel like I should keep going with the whole introductory route. So, like, getting to know me and my art style better. Um, and I feel like something that was like simple enough to talk about was why I don't use pencil. Because in a lot of these videos, I'm not even a lot of them. I'm pretty sure in every single one of these I'm going to be posting, I'm not going to be using pencil. I stopped using pencil while drawing when I was in, I want to say while I was in high school. Um, I kind of like, that's the last time I remember actively using pencil, like feeling like I had to use pencil every time I drew something. I mean, of course, I've used it like afterwards, but very recently is when I completely dropped using pencil as a utensil because I honestly hate using it. Before then, it was kind of an unspoken necessary utensil. It's like you have to do a rough draft in pencil or you have to do your sketches in pencil. I mean, that's fine and all, but I mean, if it works for you, that works, but it doesn't work for me. And I wanted to go over that and talk about why. So, I tend to draw very messy. I don't know if it's apparent in any of these doodles that you see. Um, it's not exactly on purpose. I just tend to like the detail that, the etchy type of lines give to a sketch or even like a detailed finished piece. So I would do that with pencil also. I was very like heavy-handed, I guess you could say, when it came to extra lines and, defining like details and everything. But I also really liked using pen over those lines because, like the pencil part is supposed to be the rough draft or the sketch, and the pen is supposed to, define the parts that you like and you want. And then usually you erase the pencil that was underneath so you can have just the nice defined line art. So that's where things would usually go wrong for me. After I tried to erase everything would like smudge and smear. Not just because the pen ink would smear, but it would also just be like since I was very heavy with the pencil, even when I was light, there was always something left behind and it made it look very gross. And I didn't like it. I like messy but clean, sketchy looking art. I'm actually planning on doing a video soon where I talk about my affinity for like a particular art style. So if you're interested in hearing about any of that, please look forward to it. It should be in one of the next upcoming videos. But anyway, yeah, so recently I picked up on how much I don't like pencil, and I just pretty much decided I'm just like, I don't have to use this. And that's basically where it ends. Like, I got used to grabbing like the things that I want to use and having a pencil not be one of them. Either that or I'll just use pencil by itself without putting pen over it. Which actually, about 2 years ago, I discovered the Bic Velocity color pens, or colored mechanical pencils, sorry, which is basically, mechanical pencils with colored lead. And they're very, very nice and vibrant and pigmented, and I love them so much. Maybe one day, if I do like a mini sketchbook tour, I can show some of my drawings that I did with those. We only had, I want to say like 3 or 4 colors in the house at the time, because they weren't mine. I was borrowing them. Uh, I want to say there was only like 4 colors, but I only used 3 of them. I used the red, green, and blue because I love quote unquote primary colors. They're like the electronic primary colors. So I was using those a lot, and I liked everything that I that I did with those. Um, but yeah, there's like a certain cleanliness, even with messy drawings like this one. Whenever I use just pen or brush pen or anything that isn't that isn't pencil and pen together. Um, so the same thing goes for markers, but thin markers. If I use bigger markers, it has to be for a bigger page, a bigger canvas. So the ink to canvas ratio can be tasteful. So, of course, with that being said, I was very drawn to the fine point Sharpie markers, which is literally all that I use now. I do have some choice pens here and there, like I have regular ink pens, and I have a jelly roll pen, the classic white jelly roll ink pen. I do have gel ink pens, which I do love. Those were like my first, like that was like the gateway, the gateway ink pen. I've always loved those growing up. I think that's probably where it started. And then sometime in high school, I discovered artist pens, and I had gotten a pack of Faber-Castell, Faber-Castell, maybe it's Faber-Castell artist pens from Barnes and Noble. It was a pack of 4. There's different sizes. So there's like the small, the bold, the fine, and there's one more. I don't remember what it is. The bold one was my favorite because it was a brush tip pen, and I didn't know at the time that I liked brush tip pens that much. It didn't really hit me like what kind of pen it was. But now I know, and now that's kind of like one of my favorites. So like things that are like brush tip, felt tip, marker, like fine point tip, like the Sharpies. I tend to like those a lot more because you can, even though it has like a particular size to it, you can really like control the size of it, which I really like. And yeah, I love getting like wild but like thin lines like this because it's messy, but it's clean. I don't know how else to describe it. I really like it. So yeah, the theme for this episode was red ink, which I hope was very apparent. But yeah, I decided to put these little doodles together because I felt like they matched the theme. So yeah, if you enjoy this art style or enjoy this type of video, be sure to come back because I hope to post more of these in the near future, hopefully once a week. Thank you for listening, and I hope you stop by to listen to me talk again about different art stuff. See ya!